Fentanyl has been fueling crime in New Mexico. We rank 11th in the nation in opioid overdoses.
Tonight at a Target 7 investigation, we find out who is bringing the drug across the border. Here's Darlene Melendez.
This drug has been blamed for the crime crisis.
The state of New Mexico is in a drug crisis. It is killing us. It's destroying families. It's impacting crime.
Hundreds of thousands of people die nationwide every year.
It was one of the most heart-wrenching things I had ever done for my child.
The state has spent hundreds of millions to combat it and create more therapy options.
I see these dollars as an opportunity for us to, change what has been the status quo, which I feel like, there are still a long waiting list to get into treatment.
As for where the drugs are coming from, law enforcement experts blame the other side of the border.
We seized more pills than number of residents in the state of New Mexico. Once they get into El Paso, they can go west, they can go east, they can go north.
How is it that the cartels can bring their drugs to market in the United States?
According to new data, the answer to that question is U.S. citizens who experts say work for the cartels.
They can look like you, they can look like me, they can look like anyone that they feel will allow them to be able to make a little bit more lucrative profit.
Raul Bujanda is in charge of the FBI's Albuquerque office. He also worked undercover narcotics at the border. He says cartels use U.S. citizens in hopes that Border Patrol agents won't stop them.
Cartels themselves targeting specific groups of individuals saying, we think that this group can be more successful at bringing drugs into the country, bringing our drugs to market, and we're going to go ahead and make it lucrative for them.
The Cato Institute, a public policy organization, obtained the data through the Freedom of Information Act. From 2019 to 2024, it showed that more than 80% of the people caught at the border with fentanyl were U.S. citizens.
At the end of the day, the cartels are motivated by making profit. They don't really care about individuals.
The data also shows the amount of fentanyl seized at the border has climbed in recent years, reaching more than 25,000 pounds of fentanyl seized in 2023. So far in 2024, we have already reached half that mark. And 88% of the seizures are occurring at ports of entry, not at illegal crossings.
Fentanyl is pills. Very easy to conceal, whether it's on a person, whether it's in a vehicle.
Not only are they using Americans as mules and drug smugglers, but they're using young people, folks that are under 18.
This week, Congressman Gabe Vasquez visited the border. He and Senator Martin Heinrich are trying to secure more than $5 million in federal funding to purchase new technology to prevent drug smuggling. Vasquez says he's also seeking money to provide more education in schools to prevent young people from becoming mules.
So it shouldn't be a surprise to folks that live down in places like Sunland Park and Santa Teresa, but perhaps the rest of the country who attacks immigrants for being the fentanyl smugglers. It's actually American citizens that are the majority who are smuggling fentanyl into this country.
And Republican candidate for Senate, Nella Domenici, is also calling for stronger border security.
It just illuminates how deeply entrenched fentanyl is in America. And it's so entrenched that people actually are in the business of selling fentanyl and in the business of working with cartels to help sell it.
For Target 7, I'm Darlene Melendez.
If you have a story, call the Target 7 tip line at 505-884-6347 or email newstips@koat.com.